Our app, Trials of Life.
When looking at the news, one of the biggest, most talked about things in 2015 was South Carolina and the intense flooding there. But if you look at America as a whole, you can see that every state is susceptible to natural disaster, and everybody is always vulnerable to some sort of danger. With South Carolina, we thought about how much water was available, and how very little of it was actually usable for drinking. So looking back on survival shows from the past, we saw how you could create a simple system to distill water with basic materials and fire. Then we thought about how many other disaster type situations people in our country could face at any time. Then we had to focus. How do we bring this important information to people in a fun and memorable way so that if they were in a survival situation or a crisis, they could use it? I once had a music teacher who said, if there's ever a moment in your life that's accompanied by good music, you're much more likely to remember it. So I thought that this would be a great concept to apply here, but maybe a little bit different. I thought about all the times that I had played video games in the past and remembered obscure bits of information scattered in between the game. And how if you engage your mind with TV, movies, music, games, whatever you're doing, you can remember information much easier. So that's why we're trying to create a game.
Upon clicking on the Adventure tab, users will be presented with different tabs. Each tab will describe a different scenario or challenge for them to try out or learn more about. Each challenge will have a varying level of difficulty for the users.
This is the in-game screen. At the top is the menu button, dialog box that states the result of your choice from the last page, and the journal button. Underneath these is the example picture of what it looks like. Then there is the situation that you must make a decision on, and then underneath that is the toolbar.
The screen will look like half of a journal. At the top of the journal page is the title of the process, and right below is the description of how to do it. On the bottom corners are arrows that turns the journal's pages, and at the top right is the X to close the journal.